Hi guys, today we are going to learn how to program a game. Sit back, relax and enjoy my video. All we have to do here is easy. Let's create a folder that we're going to use. I'll create a folder and call this folder new game. Then you need a text editor to write this program. All we have to do now, if you don't have a text editor, you can go to google.com and download one. But the text editor I'm going to use is Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to open my text editor. We are going to create 3 files: our HTML file, CSS file and JAVASCRIPT file. So I'll go ahead and create a file now. New file. I'll save this first one as Ctrl X. That's HTML file. Save it as index. Then I'll go to desktop and locate new game. Then I'll save it inside. I'll do same to this. Ctrl X. This should be a CSS file. Then I'll save it with style. Then the third one, which is our JavaScript file, I'm going to save it with script. Then the type should be JavaScript. So we have our 3 files ready. Let's go straight to our HTML file. Then type the exclamation sign, then tab key. Then let's go ahead and title our game. Let's just say jumping game. Then at the front of our HTML line, we'll type on click, then add a function, a jump function. Then let's go ahead and link our CSS file and our JavaScript file. So to do so, you come here, type link rel style sheet. Then the type should be test/CSS because we are linking our CSS file. Then our ref should be the name we use in saving our CSS file, which is style.css. Then we'll type the word style.css. Then we'll close it. Let's go ahead and link our JavaScript file. We'll do that inside the body. We'll do the linking inside the body. So we type script. Then inside the opening tag of our script tag, and type the word here, source. Then the name we use in saving our JavaScript file, which is script.js. So we've linked our CSS file and JavaScript file in our HTML file. So now we are now good to go. Let's start to write our program. First thing first, inside the body, let's create a div. and name it, and this div we are going to call it ID. Then the name of the ID should be game. Enter. Then let's create another div again and call it character. We change it from class to ID as character. Let's go ahead again and add another div. Then block. We change it from class to ID block. So we are done with our HTML file now. So let's go into our CSS file and start to do some designing. So all I will do first, I'll minimize, then I'll go to the folder we created, then I'll open our HTML file with Google Chrome. Then I will split my screen so that you can be able to see very well. Let me see if I can reduce my screen size. Let me reduce my screen size and see. You can see very well. To go ahead to reduce your screen size, you can hold Control key, then positive, negative to do so. So I'll split my screen, hold your Windows key, then your left arrow key to split your screen. Then touch this other side of it, that is Google Chrome, to split your screen. So all I'll do here, I'll try to expand this a bit, expand my screen a bit. Then we'll dive into our CSS file and let's start to write some code. So all we need to do here, we are in our CSS file. Let's go ahead and target the area that is the body of our game. Add the curly braces, start the asterisk key, then type. Let's make our margin as 1, then padding to be 0. Let's see. So let's go ahead and target our ID. We are going to first target the first ID is game. So we're going to copy it and come to our CSS file. Because it's an ID, we use #key, #sign. Then we paste our game, we add curly braces in front. Then we are going to still target the character, or copy the character. It's an ID too. So we're going to come down here, you type #key, then paste, then add the curly braces in front of it, enter. Then still we are still going to target then the block too. The block is an ID too. Copy it, we'll come into our CSS file, use #key, then we paste it and add our curly braces. So these are the things that we are going to target. Then after that, we are going to add our animations and a keyframe to it. So let's go ahead and target our game. So we are going to add a width of 500 pixels as the width. Then we are going to add a height of 200 pixels. Or you can make the height, let's make it to 300 pixels. Then a border, the border should be 1 pixel solid black. Then after adding the border, let's add background to it, background color to it. Let's choose our background color as any color here. As you can see, I'll just go ahead and look for a color and I'll pick it. I'll pick this one as my background color. Then I'll save, then I'll refresh here. Once you see, we've gotten our environment that we're going to use here so that we can be able to preview our game. Let me open it well so that you can see. You can see very well. Wow, this is the environment we are using now. Let me split the screen back again. So I'll go straight into our character now and include some code inside our character. Let's take our width first. Our width, and the width we use is 20 pixels. That's our width of the character. Then the height of the character. The height of the character, let's name us 50 pixels. The height of the character. Then background of the character, which is the background color of the character we are going to use. I'm going to take this one, blue. I'm going to use blue as the background of the character, the background color. Then let's add position. The position that I'm going to use here is relative. Then let's add top. Our top should be 100 and our top should be 150 pixels. Then let's save it and refresh and see. So let's go ahead. Let's just take the height to be 200 pixels. Let's see. Wow, as you can see, our character is at the base of our game. So now we are not good to go now. So we leave the height of the game to be 200 pixels. Then let's go into our block that we're going to use and include some code inside the block that we are going to use. Let's add the same thing we did here to our block. So let's just come here and copy this code and paste it here. So we add a background color as blue here, so we change this background color. Let's change it to something else. Let me just pick like yellow. Say yellow as the background color. It's still going to be relative. Then let's add top as 130 pixel. Then left 480 pixel. Left 480 and 80 pixel. And 80 pixel. Then animation, we are still going to include animation. So to do that, you type animation, then in front type block 1 second infinite linear, infinite space, then linear. Let's save it. As you can see, here's the code. Let's save it and refresh. Wow. Then here is our character. the height, let's come and reduce the height here, because you can see it's out of the page. Let's come and reduce the height. So let's make the height, instead of 50 pixels, we'll give it as 20 pixels so that it can be able to balance with this one. So let's go ahead and refresh. So we've gotten it now. Is at the base of our game now. So let's go ahead and add animation to our game now. So to do so, to add animation to our game, let's come down here and add our animation. Let's say dot animation dot animate, then add the curly braces, then type animation, then in front of the animation write the word jump 0.5 seconds, then save it. Then under our animation and add at keyframes, jump, then add curly braces, enter, then 0%, then add curly braces, then inside our curly braces top, say 150 pixels. Then let's copy everything here. Let's copy everything here and paste it again. So here we are going to use 30% top, then 100 pixel, 70%, then top 100 pixel. Then we are going to use 100% top 150 pixel. So let's save that, can refresh. Then let's still go down again at the end here, enter. Then let's add keyframes at the bottom of it to our block. So we say add keyframes, then in front of it type block, then add your curly braces inside. Then inside your curly braces you type 0%, then add your curly braces left, then type 480 pixel, then come here, copy the same thing here, paste it at the bottom, then here it should be 100% left. Then here at the left side we're going to use a negative sign, then we are going to use 40. Then you add your semicolon in front of it. Let's check and see if we had our semicolon here. Yes, we did. At our keyframes, inside the body of our keyframes. Sorry. So I think we are done with our CSS file. Let's save our CSS file and go straight to our JavaScript file. Here in our JavaScript file now, I'm going to write some function so that we can able to play this game. As you can see, our game is moving because we've added the animation function to it. So if you come here, you can see the block here, the block here, and the block is moving here. This is the block, the keyframes to our block. Then here we've added animation too. So as you can see now, our block is moving right now. So let's go ahead to make this one maybe to jump. Then if these two yellow and blue come in contact, they should what? They should clash and let it be like a game over. So let's go straight to our JavaScript file and include some functions. I'm going to type first. So a variable, the variable first I'm going to state here is a character. As the variable equals to the enter. Then type document dot get element by ID. Then in front of it, add a quotation sign and type character here. So let's just go ahead and open it so that you can see, well, character. Then terminate with a semicolon, enter. Then let's state another variable again, say a variable again, variable block is equals to document dot get element by ID. Then in front of it, add a quotation here and type block, add a semicolon here, then enter. So let's add a function to this variable under. So we are going to add a jump function. As you can see here, our block here is not jumping, so let's add a jump function so that it can be able to jump over this yellow block. So to do so, I'll add a jump function. I'll type function jump, then add a open and close bracket. Then in front of it, come here and add a curly braces, then enter. So let's go ahead and write some functions. Then we are going to type character dot class list dot add. Then in front of it, then add a double quotation sign, then you type the word animate. Remember that this animate here in our CSS file here, you see the word animate here, an animation to jump in 0.5 seconds. So let's go down here to our code, back to our JavaScript file, then to write some function again. So go to the end here, after the animate here, add a semicolon, enter. So this time we're going to set timeout. So set timeout. Set timeout. Then in front of timeout, write the word here function. Then add your open and close bracket. Then in front of it, add a curly braces to it. Then enter. So now here we are going to type the word character dot class list dot remove. Then in front, type the word, add a double quotation, and type animate. Then add your semicolon in front. Then at the end of here, after your curly braces, put comma here, then write 500 here, then terminate here. So we are done with the variable block and the function. So let's go down again and add a variable, and this variable should be called check dead, then equals to set interval. Then in front of it, now type the word function, then add your open bracket, close bracket, then add a curly braces, then enter. So Inside it now you type the word variable character top, add equals to it, then enter. Then let's type the word type the word pass int. Let's use pass int. Then open bracket, close bracket, then type windows dot get computed style. Then in front of it, let's add character in front. Then add a full stop, then come down. Add a full stop, then come down. Let me scroll down a bit so that you can see. So after the full stop, we are going to type get property by value. Let's change it to value, by value. Then in open bracket, close bracket, quotation sign, then top. Then let's terminate with a semicolon. So we are going to state under variable block left, the block at the left side of it, then equals to sign, enter. Then we are going to pass in. Then we type the word window dot, that is the variable block left, windows dot get computed style. Then add in front of it block. Then go ahead, full stop, then get property by value. Then add the open bracket, close bracket, the quotation sign, then left. At the end of it, put a semicolon in front of it, then enter. Let's add the if statement, like if, then open bracket, close bracket, block left, if block left is lesser than 20, then and sign like this, then block left is greater than 0, then and hand, then enter. Let's say character now, character top is greater than equals to 130. Then come here, then add a curly braces in front, then enter. Then block dot style dot animation is equals to, then in quotation write none, then semicolon. Then you come here, type block dot style dot display equals to none. Then let's add an alert to it, like if the two blocks clash together, then that's game over. So the alert should be in front. Let's say game over should be the alert, game over. Let's scroll down a bit. Then in front of here, let's come down here, see here, front here, let's add something like comma 10, then in front here then add a semicolon to terminate. Then you can save your JavaScript file. So let's refresh our browser to see what happens. Let's refresh and see. As you can see, it's jumping. The jump function has been added. But the check dead, we are going to check that place. Let's go back to our code and check and see. There's something missing here. That's why our variable check dead is not functioning properly. So all we have to do here, let's check if there's something really missing in our variable check dead. So let's go ahead and look through the code if there's a place something we are missing. As you can see here at this place here, it's supposed to be block. Say pass int windows.get computer style block. So the word block is not there, it's not correct. So all I have to do, let's go ahead and complete the spelling block, then add add O sign here, O. Let's add O to make it block. So the word block is supposed to be here, so we've changed it to block. So let's refresh, let's save first, then go back to our browser and refresh, and game over. This page say game over. As you can see here, our game now, let's refresh and play our game and see. Wow, game over. You see our game is functioning properly. So let's refresh and play again. Wow, game over. So you need to be fast to play this game. You need to click fast, then let's fade to click, game over. That's how you can program a game with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Thanks for watching. We've come to the end of our today's lesson. Please, if you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share it. We'll meet you in the next video.